Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's go.
Welcome to Unpacking the Home Advantage. My podcast is to help you understand the mortgage loan side through my experience and knowledge. My name is Paige Ashby. Finding a knowledgeable loan officer and realtor to work with is the key to a successful mortgage experience. Let me give you the steps to what to ask for and what to look for. Let's get unpacking. Getting a home loan can be stressful if you don't have the right team. This is your biggest investment. Are you ready to start the process of buying a home? Let me go over where to start, who to work with, and what to ask. Buying a home involves understanding the lingo, the loan program, and your credit. The breakdown on these topics is in my other episodes. I highly recommend you check it out. Once you are truly ready to get the process going, let's do it. The process is called interviewing. You will need to find a loan officer and a real estate agent to work with. Now, most of you guys know at least one or two real estate agent or someone referring you to one. This doesn't mean that they got the job to work with you, because you have to make sure you guys have a good connection, match personality, and represent you in your best interest. Now, finding a loan officer is a bit harder because most of them are referred to you by the realtor. They all want you to work with their loan officer to keep that business relationship in-house. Well, that should not be the reason. A referral should be from someone you know that has used that loan officer and the experience that they went through. First-hand referrals is the best way because they are advocating for you guys, the client. The first step is to get pre-qualified. A realtor won't and shouldn't show you the home unless they know the price range you can afford. Why give you false hope or waste your time? Make sense? Let's go over what to look for in a loan officer. So here's the thing. People just don't buy a home to buy a home. There are 5 key components to look for in a loan officer. Number 1, the most important thing is listening. Your loan officer should be listening to your story and understanding your scenario, why you want to sell or buy a home. It could be for relocating, upgrading, downgrading, or even a divorce, and so on. Number 2, credit. Giving your loan officer a clear picture of what your credit history looks like is crucial. This is more important than a credit score due to the guideline changes and what fits into the guidelines. A good loan officer will ask you the major credit questions that will affect the loan program they can offer you. You can have a great score due to rebuilding credit after an incident like bankruptcy or foreclosure. So there are guidelines for those incidents. I always ask questions if I'm not clear on something because most of the time it leads to more information, whether it's good or bad, but you want to know it all. I always see this as if I'm an underwriter to the loan. I always see this as if I'm underwriting the loan, so it will be a smooth process and we can limit any issues or surprises. The third factor is financial overview. Giving your loan officer a realistic picture of your finances is crucial. This should include how much down you have and where it's coming from. We have to track all monies. It can come from checking account, it can come from savings, 401k, IRA, or even a gift from family. I always point out to my clients that having money down is not the only funds that you'll need, so don't use every penny you have in the bank. What I mean by this is during a process of a purchase, you have out-of-pocket expenses. This can include inspection fee and appraisal fee. I will have an episode on the process of buying. Be on the lookout for it soon. The fourth component is pre-qualifying. At this time, I will give my clients some loan program options based on their information only. Reason being is I have not pulled their credit yet. Remember, you are at the interview stage only, so you don't want every loan officer you talk to pull your credit. That can be a big mistake. Make sure the loan officer gives you a clear idea of what program is best for you. If you don't understand, please ask questions. This will allow you to see how patient the loan officer is and how knowledgeable they are. You are looking for a loan officer that has time for you and know how to guide you through the process. I like to just not have a conversation with my clients, but I also like to have it in writing. Most people are visual people, including me. If all this information is on paper, then my clients can go over this later since this is so overwhelming. Okay, the last step. This is the time for you to ask any questions you have regarding the conversation. This is also a time to ask about their experience or references if you have the need to do so for your due diligence, for your peace of mind. By now, you should know if there's a connection between all parties. I like it when my clients ask me lots of questions up front because this will avoid any surprises. Educating my client about the lending world is so important to me because my priority as a professional is being available. Now let's go over how to find the right real estate agent. Even if you got a referral, you still have to see if you guys click and if they understand what your goals are. This goes back to being a good listener. Are they hearing what you want and what your goals are? Once you express your criteria, you want a realtor to give you guidance on the process. Listen to the details on what they are saying and what they're familiar with. I think this is important because you want them to be updated on the price history and how the offer is moving in that area. The market is changing so fast, so you can't afford to miss out if the realtor is not on top of their game. What I noticed through my buying experience is I like a realtor that reaches out to me when a timeline is due. For example, when a home inspection report is done, my realtor always goes over it with me because it's so overwhelming with all that information. I've had an experience where I, as the loan officer, have to go over that inspection report with my client instead of the realtor, which is so bad because it is not the loan officer's job. We usually go over the appraisal report, not the home inspection report. Just minor stuff like that, which will show their attention to details and how committed they are to you and giving you that full attention. On the real estate side, I think years of experience is not super important to me. And here's why I think this. I've worked with realtors with years of experience, and they tend to be stuck in their ways or have the know-it-all attitude. Now, with the market and industry change, you can't afford that. You have to have someone that's open-minded to keep up with the changes. I've worked with many new realtors and love it. The ones that are go-getters, the ones that have the drive to get you all the information you need and really want to earn your business. I remember when we bought our second home in a different state, I had to depend on that realtor. I found one online, and after interviewing him through Zoom, my husband and I looked at each other and was like, wow, he looks like he's 21 years old. A bit of fear there, but he did answer all our questions and he was very knowledgeable. When we met him face to face, he was so professional and mature. We were very impressed because he listened to what we wanted and met our goals. So it really doesn't depend on how old they are, how young they are. But the bottom line is, are they going to look out for you and hold your hand through the process? Hope this information helps to start your house hunting and your house purchase process. If you have enjoyed this information, make sure you give me a follow. And if you have anyone that may benefit from this, please share. More episodes to come. As an active mortgage broker and mentor, if you have any questions or need a pre-qualification, you can reach me through LinkedIn, Paige Ashby Lending, or my other contacts are listed below in my episodes. Thank you for being part of Unpacking the Home Advantage.